Reverse or should I start? Fellow Toastmasters, friends, especially the guests, and a special thanks to Tuan. I never knew that I can sing. I tried. I tried in the bathroom. Myself in the car while I'm driving. But it's amazing that what the other people can see in you. Without knowing you, people can say a few things about everyone. Sometimes I look at Tuan, and we have a very famous actor, Indian actor, Shah Rukh Khan. So he reminds me of him. So I believe he can act. Anyhow, the speech, I'm going to go in the order. Like Tuan, the well-written, the opening, the body, and the conclusion. But I'm not going to sing. When I was picking up a topic, Tuan asked me, what you're going to talk about, what your topic is going to be. That's really always hard for me. I don't know about other people, always hard to pick. And I try to be perfect when I deliver it, when I say, okay, I'm going to speak about this one, and sometimes I don't have the time. So I don't feel good talking. This time I still feel nervous, but I have some material so I can share among other Toastmasters. And, yes. I took the Toastmaster book and looked into it, what project I need to work on. And the first project came out was listening and leadership. I said, that's pretty interesting. I can talk about listening and leadership. But when I looked through the book, the assignment, it was in the reverse order. Like, I have to listen to the speaker, then implement these criteria or these principles on me. So since we are reversing the meeting, I'm going to speak and you guys can listen. They say great speakers, great leaders are great listeners. And why they are great listeners? Because they acquire information. They listen more than they speak. They identify and clarify issues. They resolve conflicts. Their mind is very clear. Leaders are very aware of their surroundings. And since we are practicing something different, I would ask, what brings the awareness to you? What are the criteria? What are the sources of the awareness? Where do we get the awareness from? Anybody? Each other?
Each other.
In listening each other? Television? Magazines? Reports? Internet is the main source of these days to be aware of what we listen or what we consume in our mind. There are many examples of listening. Since the day one, I start walking, start talking. I have been told my parents, are you listening? Listen to me. Same thing happened in school. Same thing in the college. You get mature, then you know you have to listen to your teacher, you have to listen to your professor in order to pass your class. Same listening starts from your home. Pay attention at home. Like, for example, if I talk to my kids, sometimes they don't pay attention. They are on their cell phone, they are on their laptop, checking the Facebook. You talk to them, they say yes, yes, yes. They're listening back. Basically, they skip some of the information you are asking or telling them. And I implement those skills on myself too. My wife sometimes, especially at home, because you got so much distraction going on, you're doing multitasking. And she will ask me, hey, we need to bring the grocery. I say, okay, okay. And she will say, oh, we need tomatoes, we need this, we need lettuce, but it has to be, certain type of lettuce. So I say, okay. I drive to the grocery store. I say, okay. She said, 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Okay. lettuce. I brought the lettuce home, and she said, "No, this is not the one I'm asking for. I told you to bring a Romanian lettuce." So that's where our communication skills, our listening skills comes in handy. The other criteria I learned, when we don't listen, what are the chances we don't listen? Either we are not interested in listening, or our mind is wandering somewhere else. So in that situation, when I don't listen to my wife or my kids don't listen to me, their mind is wandering somewhere else, so they don't pay attention. And there are good tips to be a good listener, and according to the book, we all practice it. This, be an open-minded person. Listen with your open mind. Open to any ideas. Most important thing, we were talking about eye contact. Eye contact is very important. Like sometimes we are here, we don't make eye contact to the speaker, and we lose the connection. Looking at someone doesn't mean you are going to make them nervous, or you're looking at me, you're going to make me nervous. That's part of the practice too. When you're going to speak in public, there will be hundreds of people looking at you. So eye contact is one of the most important things they say. Do it if you're listening to someone. Listen the important ideas. Speak on the good idea. Rephrase your questions. Then evaluate and speak. So benefits of listening. We always say listen, and how we can improve on it. They're saying benefit of listening is people feel important that you're listening to them and respect it. And in return, they will do the same to you. They will make you important and make you more respectful. And being in the Toastmaster, it's not my idea, it's from the book. I read it, I shared among the Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. Let's practice all together. That's the best way to do it in-house. Let's listen to the speakers, and we always have good information delivered. So let's do it all together. Let's evaluate ourselves. What are my listening skills? How can I improve it? Listening more, eye contact, asking question to yourself. But singing is not for me.